In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up matching rules within the bank feed area. Firstly, go to the bank module on the left hand side of the screen. Next, go to the account where you have your bank feed set up. So in there it's our business account, and click on import. What you will see in here at the top of the screen is a little tab that says matching rules. If we click into here, we can set up our various rules. So we have an auto assign rule, which is always turned on, which will basically match any money coming in against any matching sales invoices, and any money going out will be automatically matched against any outstanding purchase invoices for the same value. Below here, we can set up any other rule that we want to. So what we do, sit with your bank statement and then type in any recurring transactions. I've got one here for PayPal. So if I click into here, I can say every time that I see money going out of my bank and it says PayPal, I want you to create a bank transaction to PayPal purchases. You can then key in the VAT rate and give the rule a name. And once you've done that, just hit save and that rule will be added in. I've got one here for interest. So every time you see money coming into my bank which says interest, I want you to post a bank transaction for interest received. The VAT rate is NA and the rule name is interest. I'm going to set up a new one now, so all I do is hit the create button on the top right hand side of the screen. Once you've done that, I'm just going to put in every time you see money going out of my bank, and on my bank statement it says rent. I want you to create a transaction and I want you to post that to rent. Our VAT rate is 20%, so I'm going to choose that and just give the rule a name, and this is going to be rent. That rule is now enabled. We can see here that I do have a rule that isn't ticked, which means it hasn't been enabled. If I just click into this rule, we can now see what I've set up. So every time you see money going out that says cash flow on my bank statement, I actually want you to go and create a purchase invoice for cash flow, and then I can put the purchase code in there. And then at here we can just enable rule. So that rule is now going to be turned on. Once you've created all of these rules, this is going to speed up the time to actually do the bookkeeping. If we now go to our bank feed section on the top left and key in our date range, so from April the 1st to the end of April, I'm going to load those transactions through. And what we can see now is all of the transactions on my bank statement for that period have automatically been matched. We can see that up here it's picked up on an invoice for that value and it's matched it automatically. We can see everywhere that it says cash flow, it's picked up and generated a purchase invoice for me. And we've got our interest, our PayPal and our rent has all automatically been assigned. So at this point I would just check everything on the right hand side. I'm happy that's all correct, and then I'll just press import now at the top of the screen. We can see 7 transactions were imported, nothing failed and nothing was ignored. And when you go into your bank, you can see all the transactions here listed. If you go to import again, just go to import transactions at the top of the screen. If you key in the same date range of transactions that you already have imported, we will see when I go to load the statement for that same date period, all those transactions are shown as imported. So I can't make any duplicate errors, which means my bookkeeping is going to be more accurate, and as you can see, it's going to be a lot easier for me to do.